What it do, y'all? Bread Tuck Rob, Bread Tuck Gang forever. Y'all know what it is, man. Bread Tuck Live. So check this out, man. I recorded a live yesterday. I spoke on Starbucks and I spoke on the situation Issa Rae's dealing with about Asian men. And I thought it was a dope show, probably the best show that I had ever done. But I didn't, after I recorded that, I didn't save it because I thought it would automatically save. And I also post these videos on YouTube. So I couldn't post this video on YouTube or post the video I did on YouTube. So, man, I'm trying to, and these videos disappear after a day. So I'm trying to find apps that would allow me to record lives that you didn't save. I'm over here having my iPod, record my iPad. It was real goofy, man. So I decided to do another show, which will serve as the official episode 2. And I'm gonna post this to YouTube, man. So shout out to my YouTube people. So if you saw yesterday, it was just a bonus episode exclusively for Instagram. Exclusive. But now I'm prepared, man. I got the iPad going for the live for my IG feed, and then I'm recording, regular recording for YouTube. Shout out to my YouTube people who care, man. And I was gonna speak on the same topic, but nah, we did that already. So we're gonna talk about something else. But just speaking on Starbucks real quick, man, because I know we spoke on it yesterday. So I know that Starbucks went ahead and settled out with those two brothers, and I thought that was a good thing. Now at church, because I teach the youth, I was given a Starbucks gift card. Am I able to use that or not? Black community, I'm hollering at y'all because we're on the same page. Now for me, I don't go to Starbucks like that, so I don't just have to be in Starbucks. But, I got this gift card, man. I'm sure it's for like $5 or $10. Am I able to go in there and get me a tea or not? And if or not, I'll just go to, where do I go? Chick-fil-A, get me a regular, unsweet tea, throw some honey in there like I usually do. Excuse me. Go Rockets. But today, for this episode, I want to talk about rap beef and why, as black people, we're so interested in rap beef. So check this out. I'm 34 years old. I remember in the early 90s or mid 90s, you had the whole Tupac and Biggie situation going on. I didn't know any better. So I'm like, oh, this is good. Oh, who's going to do what? Most people, if you were from New York, you chose the Biggie side. If you were riding with LA, you chose the Pac side, or just wherever you are, you chose whoever, because those were great artists. That ended in death. And we'll touch back on that. Later, you had your Nas versus Jay side, and I was more along the Nas side. I think I like Jay, but Nas just speaks to me, I feel, a little more. So, I related to Nas a little more. You had your 50 Cent, Ja Rule beef. I liked, when 50 came out, he was something new. He was doing his thing. But I just didn't believe in throwing away Ja Rule like everybody else threw away Ja Rule for 50. In my mind, I like both of them. What you had, Nelly and KRS-One, which isn't, whatever. What other beefs did you have, man? It's a lot of other beefs. You had T.I. and Luda. I like both of them. You had T.I. and Lil Flip, and I'm from Houston. Of course, a lot of us thought that T.I. was a little more talented, but we rode with, we live in Houston. Now, one thing I do like is that, and I love T.I., and this is old, so, I doubt that, this is, I'm sure T.I. thinks differently now. But one thing I did like is in Houston, we didn't allow, because I know T.I. came down to Houston, and he's like, I'm going to come to your hood, little flip, I'm going to see about you. And one thing I did like is, as Houston people, we didn't allow that because, and I'm saying we, like I was on the front line, I'm just speaking in general, that wasn't allowed because we, if I have a problem with Atlanta, I'm sure I can't just go down to Atlanta and pull up on somebody, especially if I'm making it announced, hey man, I'll come to your town, man, I'm gonna run up on you. No, I'm not, man, they'll have, man, the Migos will have his crew, Gucci, man, everybody had their crew ready to get me up out of there, man. And more currently, I'm looking at this whole Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Cardi B, Remy Ma situation, man. Before that, you had Drake and Meek Mill. And I like Drake, but when Meek Mill was going through his situation, I was like, man, I'm not just finna throw Meek Mill away. The intro still jams to me. And now, at this point, Meek Mill is getting more love because, he went and did his thing in jail. He did his time. And people are happy to see him out. So people really don't even hold that whole Drake thing against him anymore, man, because he was wrongfully put in jail, but he's out now. But check this out. The whole beef thing. As black people, we're just so interested in beef, man. We are just so interested in drama, and it's ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was younger, I enjoyed the beef. I used to buy them beef CDs that Quincy Jones used to executive produce, man. You had The Game and 50 Cent going at each other. Like I said, T.I. and Ludacris. You had, I think on one of the beef CDs, it was like Chamillionaire and Paul Wall going at each other. I'm like, man, what is this? Lil Flip is Zero. Boris Gray, 8285. What's up with you? Man, we talking about beef today. I had to do another episode today because the one from yesterday didn't save. Cray Couponer? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but hello to you. Thank you for joining. We're talking about beef today. Hip-hop beef and how, I'm going somewhere with this. But anyway, I used to watch those beef CDs, and I had to think, as I got older, I'm like, man, what am I looking at? Like, this is the demise of, what I feel black people, because these execs, now let's talk for real for a second. These record labels, it's money when we're going at each other because it's more streams, and I'm talking about artists. It's money when 50 Cent and Ja Rule are going at each other because, back then it was record sales, but now it's more streams and more popularity for the artists. We're interested in that because we like that goofy stuff. Oh, beef? Let me click on them. Let me see what, you heard what Ja Rule? You heard what 50 Cent said about Ja Rule? Because we goofy like that. But when it's, these labels, they love it. Oh, money. But when it spills over into the streets, and now these artists are being questioned by the police, and these artists are doing time in jail, the artists, the record label, we got our money. We're going to let them figure that out. But we're, as black people, we hype that up. We're interested in the beef. And then a lot of that, it don't even be over anything that's that's solid. Now I think the 50 Cent Ja Rule thing, that was, they had some issues in real life, But a lot of this stuff, the whole Meek Mill and Drake, they was beefing with each other because I had to take the label off because the people who own this water, they're not paying me. A lot of the people, what was I talking about? Yeah, Meek Mill and the Drake situation, that wasn't even over anything serious, man, because somebody claimed that there was a ghostwriter or something. And now what happens is our people are in danger of getting hurt or killed or into serious trouble, all because of somebody making some accusations about something. I looked at an interview with Roxanne Shante. And she said that, man, back in the Gap, the labels were perpetuating the beef between me and other females because they didn't want us to come to the table, sit down, and have dialogue, compare notes, because that would have sharpened each other and made us better and made us go back to our sides and start asking questions. Hey, why am I not getting paid for this? Why am I not getting paid for this? So it was in the label's best interest that this beef was perpetuated, right? I look at a situation like Remy Martin, like Remy Ma and Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, but I want to say most recently, or not most recently, but you know, the louder of that beef was Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj. When Sheether came out, oh, everybody rushed today. Oh man, I gotta hear. Did you hear what Remy Ma said about Nicki Minaj? And you have these two incredible females going at each other when it's really not necessary. Now, Nicki Minaj came at Remy Ma later, but it really wasn't necessary. Let me tell you about how I feel about competition. Competition makes sense in sports, or you know, in everyday life when there's one spot, if you know you have 1, 2, and 3, if you get number 1, you get the grand prize or something. That's when competition makes sense. In hip hop and music and entertainment, no. Cause me as a consumer, I could like both of you. When Jay and Nas were going at each other, I like both of them. I bought both their CDs. When when 50 Cent and Kanye had that, now that was in good nature. There wasn't nobody getting hurt, but when they had their competition, I went and bought both their CDs. I listened to people for different reasons. Let's go back to the Ja Rule and 50 Cent thing. You can't tell me that Ja Rule wasn't jamming, but yet we threw Ja Rule away because 50 Cent was going at him. I still bought both their CDs. I wanted to hear 50 for the gangster music, and I wanted to hear Ja Rule for the fun music, the Mesmerize, the Wonderfuls, the Thug Lovin', with Bobby Brown. My boy brought Bobby Brown back. I didn't want to hear Bobby Brown with 50 Cent. Ja Rule and Bobby Brown made sense to me. You can't tell me Mesmerize still don't go hard to this day. This, your lips, those eyes, I love it when you kiss me, baby. And that was good to me, man. I enjoyed that. That was okay. There was no reason for us to be hyped up in a black man going at another black man. There was no reason for us to be hyped up and 50 Cent saying, I'm going to end this man's career. So now you end this man's career. He's a grown man. How is he supposed to take care of his family? Now, of course, as a grown man, he has to go figure it out, whatever. But why attack? And why, as black people, why do we always want to take somebody's job from them? Even outside of hip hop and all that, when we go into a restaurant, when we go into a store, we see somebody, they may do something that we don't feel is right or they don't agree with us. And the first thing we want to do, I'm going to get them fired. You don't know what kind of situation they had. They might have a pregnant wife at home. They might have a sick baby at home. They might have a sick mother, and you are so caught up in your foolishness and being selfish and being hateful that you want to get that person fired. You need to check yourself. You need to look in the mirror and check yourself. That's ridiculous, man. How would you like it if somebody came and wanted to get you fired? But anyway, man, let me get back to this hip hop thing, man. The beef. Is it necessary? It would be more beautiful if a Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Remy Ma was all on the same record. Man, you know what I thought was super dope and I appreciate it later? When I looked at the I Wanna Be Down remix with Brandy, MC Light, Queen Latifah, and I forgot who else was on there. But I even look at the Ladies Night remix when you had Angie Martinez. She's not black, but go with me. You had Angie Martinez. you had the Brat, you had Missy. I might be mixing that up with Lady Marmalade or whatever. Y'all get it, man. It's better when we are unified. Look at the Swagger Like Us remix or the Swagger Like Us. You had Jay-Z, you had Kanye, you had T.I. No one in the corner has Swagger Like Us. And somebody else, man, I forget. These songs are, but what if these cats were beefing? You don't get that greatness, man. And it's better when we're unified because we can come together, we can compare notes, and we can lift each other higher, man. Instead of beefing. As black people, there should be no time for us to beef with each other. There's already others who are trying to destroy what we have. And when we're beefing with each other, we're only helping their cause. As a black man, there's nothing I can do to another black man worse than what others can do for you. I can't blackball you out of an industry. I don't own an industry. Think about that, man. I can't take away from you. The worst I can do is not like you, unless it's, killing and all that. But that's the worst. That's the worst I could do to another person is not like them. Others, because they own these industries, they could blackball you, they could bury you, they could have you killed, they could do all kind of stuff. Why are we beefing with each other? Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, what's up? It's no point in it. And then y'all don't, it's not even, the issue that they have is not even, I feel, not even major enough to where, we got to be making faces. Now I got to remember to beef with you when I see you. Let me make mean faces. It's not even legit enough to carry on that energy. Now, certain situations are real and there's no turning back from that. Maybe a Ja Rule, 50 Cent situation. But we shouldn't be to the point where people who represent me, if they see people who represent you, they got to shoot each other up. They got to kill each other. And now their families are left fatherless. That's ridiculous, man. So I think this whole hip hop beef thing, man, we got to get over that. And as consumers, we need to stop feeding into that. Look at the Drake Meek Mill situation. What can Drake really do to Meek Mill? Meek Mill just came home from jail. Sitting in prison or sitting in jail for something so minor. Drake isn't his enemy. The system of white supremacy is his enemy. Because we're not even talking about that Drake stuff anymore. We was like, hey, free Meek Mill. Because that's the bigger issue. Me and Drake going back and forth about, not recording, not writing your own music, that's nothing. Because there's a bigger issue that we need to focus on. So I want to say that as artists and, black people, man, it's no gain in us beefing with each other. It's no gain in us. For us and it's just beefing with that. It's no gain in it for us with beefing with each other. They win. They get all the money. You die, and now your family got to figure it out. Or people within your camp die, now y'all got to figure it out. So I'm saying that rap beef is goofy. Beef in general is goofy. And we need to be better, man. And as consumers, we need to stop hyping that up. It's better when they're together. If Drake and Meek Mill get back together and do a song, that'll be incredible. That would be incredible. Cannabis and Jay and my boy LL were going back and forth. After LL did his thing, we never really saw Cannabis again. I think Cannabis went and joined the military. That's goofy, man. And then I want to talk about real life for a second. We have these no-fly zones for people. Tekashi 6ix9ine and now Daz Dillinger's like Kanye. If you see Kanye, beat him up. But yet these people who kill our teenagers, these policemen, these people who kill our teenagers in cold blood and get off free, they're able to just move around. There's an issue, man. That's crazy. I'm not worried about Tekashi 6ix9ine or what Kanye West is doing. I wouldn't have no reason to block them. I'm just saying we have bigger issues to worry about. We need to, but see, we're conditioned to hate each other, but let others make it. You look at work. You know, the black people, as black people, we want to beef with each other. Oh, I don't like that N word. Oh, I don't like that B. I don't like that. But the white folk that's doing you wrong, stealing from you and treating you bad and doing you crazy, oh, we let them make it. We overlook that. Oh, that's just what it is. But we want to get with it with each other. That's something we have to think about. We have to focus on, man. So rap beef is corny. I think it's better when black people unite because we could do more that way. And that's just what I wanted to talk about, man. I'm going to get up out of here, man. I just wanted to put that out there. I think this is valuable content, and I just want to keep it going, man. But y'all know what it is, man. Bread Tuck Live. Bread Tuck Rob. Bread Tuck Gang forever. Go Rockets. Y'all mucho, take it easy. H-Town all day.